Welcome everyone to the Halloween / Dia de los Muertos edition of the video. My first time at Costco, just wanted to show you guys. This is Halloween day at Macro Plaza. If you guys remember, we were there before and we are here on Halloween day. Ya se va.
Basada en la Catrina garbancera, representa a quienes, por pertenecer a una clase social, cambiaron su apariencia para agradar a otros. Cristina Toledo Rivera. Inspirada en la mariposa monarca que simboliza la llegada de las almas de los muertos al mundo de los vivos. Gracie Alejandra González de la Torre. Inspirada en los clásicos y elegantes atuendos de la Catrina, reflejando sofisticación y estilo. Presentando el deseo excesivo de superioridad y el desprecio hacia los demás, acompañado de vanidad, avaricia y envidia. Jimena Moreno Murillo.
I hope that you all are enjoying the show just as I am, or just as I did. It was definitely way better live. This is the Catrina show, like fashion show. Just to tell you a little bit about it, the image of the Catrina was created in 1910 by Jose Guadalupe Posada, an illustrator and cartoonist from Aguascalientes. The original name, as you will hear this guy here, was La Calavera Garbancera. And it was not created for the Day of the Dead, but it was created as a satire for society. Posada was a social critic, and in most of his work, he portrayed the injustices that existed during the Porfiriato era, a time when President Porfirio Diaz governed Mexico for up to 3 decades, leading to the Mexican Revolution. The image of La Catrina was born as a denunciation of the classism of Mexican society. It criticized those who aspired to be high social status and hid their roots to follow European fashions and customs. The name came from garbanceros or chiqui vendors, who pretended to be high society Europeans, denying their race, heritage, and culture. The original version of La Catrina, or Calavera Garbancera, was made in a metal engraving that the artist portrays only from the shoulders up, wearing nothing but a French hat with feathers and ribbons behind her ears, signaling her indigenous background. This illustration first appeared on the flyer, where the news of the day was given. Her clothing was characteristic of the French-style hat they used. En los huesos, pero con sombrero francés con plumas de avestruz, which means in the bones, but with a French hat with ostrich feathers. From then on, the illustrator used skulls and skeletons to accompany his satire, his opinions on politics, religion, and everyday life in Mexico. His most famous quote, "Todos somos calaveras, we all are skulls," stems from the idea that deep down we are all the same and it doesn't matter how you dress or groom yourself to appear more handsome or important. Another of his outstanding phrases is that of "La muerte es democrática, ya que al fin de cuentas, güera, morena, rica o pobre, toda la gente acaba siendo calavera." So what that means is death is democratic, since after all, blonde, brunette, rich, or poor, all people end up being skulls. Over time, the Calavera Garbancera, or the Catrina, managed to influence various artists such as Mexican muralist Diego Rivera, who in 1947 added the elegant and distinctive outfit which she is known when painting her famous mural Sueño de la Tarde Dominical en Alameda Central, or Dream of a Sunday Afternoon in the Alameda Central. In this mural, he paints full-body skeleton dressed in an elegant full-length gown with a big hat and feathers, linking arms with a young Diego Rivera and Jose Guadalupe Posada. When Rivera gave her this outfit, he turned La Calavera Garbancera into the very well-known and famous icon La Catrina. This mural is currently in the Diego Rivera Mural Museum, located in the History Center of Mexico City. So as you see, there is a lot of history behind this. And I do plan to go to that museum in Mexico City, and when I do, I will definitely record it for you.
Y Yasmín Piña Echevarría.
Well, I hope everyone is enjoying the Catrina show, or the Catrina runway fashion show. I loved it. Being there in person was way more exciting. Obviously, the camera doesn't do justice to the effort that was put into these I don't want to say costumes, but to the makeup and the outfits that were created by these. I believe it was these college students from the local area, or university students that are fashion in the fashion area. But as you can see, the Catrina culture is big in Mexico. If you ever go to Mexico, if you're not familiar with it, around the October, November dates, in all of Mexico, it's a big thing. You'll see Catrinas everywhere. If you weren't aware of the Catrina culture, well, now you have been introduced, and I hope that you liked it. This is the second place. I believe there was a tie for the second place, and then we'll see coming up the first place, which was absolutely beautiful. She was holding it looks like a dragon. So this was the number one winner, and definitely well deserved. This is the CECUT in Tijuana. This is a cultural center. It has a big dome in the middle of it where they will play movies and stuff like that. So it's definitely worth checking out, especially if you live around the Tijuana area. They always have events like this going on, and they have like showings and stuff. I do want to make special mention to this Katrina that was inspired by this guy named Homero Gomez. If you look up, there is a documentary on him, and he died protecting the monarca butterfly. If you're not familiar with that, I suggest that you look it up. The monarca butterfly is something that only happens in Mexico and the state of Michoacan every year, and they are going extinct. So I suggest that you look into it. This is after the event, since we got there a little late. After we went and looked at all the vendors, there was vendors from everywhere around Mexico bringing their um, alcohol, candy, bread, food, clothing, arts and crafts, anything that local sellers, and they had good deals too. So it was fun to walk around, and then we had an elote or an esquite. It was a fun night. Like I said, look into the Secut Cultural Center in Tijuana if you live around there. Thank you for joining me on this little trip, and I will see you on the next one.